My name is Bryan Chambers. For the last 6 years, I've represented District 3 at the Board of Governors of the State Bar of Arizona. District 3 is the smallest district in the state. As an attorney who's been practicing law for nearly 18 years in the district, I understand that we're often tempted to think that the State Bar is something that happens in Phoenix, and as long as it stays in Phoenix, it really doesn't affect us much. I've learned, however, that what happens in Phoenix affects rural attorneys too. Maintaining a healthy Arizona Bar Association as a voice for attorneys across the state helps us to combat many of the negative stereotypes about our profession and at the same time protect the public through self-regulation. Unfortunately, this privilege of self-regulation is under attack. There are those who would do away with the mandatory bar and give self-regulation to some other entity. Doing so would limit our say in the disciplinary process and would take away much of our ability to manage the cost of the system. Certainly the cost of lawyer discipline would be no less expensive under some other entity's control. And you can rest assured that no matter who manages the system, we as lawyers will be paying for it. Another challenge facing us are attacks on the independence of the judiciary. An independent judiciary has been critical for maintaining democracy and the rule of law since the American Revolution. Several early states learned the hard way that judiciaries that were subservient to either the legislative or executive branches of government led to too much power concentrated in one branch of government. This led the drafters of the United States Constitution to create a strong enough judiciary to check the power of both other branches of government. I believe that the need to maintain an independent judiciary is as great today as it was over 200 years ago. The judiciary's role as the referee of society is as critical now as it has ever been. Just as an athletic event could not be considered fair if one participating team had too much control over the referees, our society will not be considered free if the judiciary is not independent. I believe the State Bar has a special role to support an independent judiciary. Finally, I believe the State Bar needs to address the needs of its members wherever they may be across the state. I also believe that a big part of addressing the needs of its members is doing everything possible to avoid increasing membership dues for as long as possible. Although I cannot promise you that your bar dues will never go up, I will do my best to encourage the Board of Governors to delay the next dues increase for as long as possible. Thank you for allowing me to serve you these last 6 years, and I ask for your support for another 3-year term.